This is not an ordinary cat, but the world's bravest spy. Unfortunately, he has one big problem. He is obsessed with being a hero, and that's why he can't work in a team. But his boss orders him to pair with a lazy rat. In a world where all the citizens are talking animals, the government affairs are handled by them as well. Several secret agents also live in this city and carry out their task without getting noticed by the public. But one agent has a different style. A cat named Vladimir Willis is over-dedicated towards his job and often brings trouble for others. His current mission is to collect a suitcase with rare items. Vladimir is keeping an eye on the surroundings while a monkey named Harry proceeds to collect the suitcase. Suddenly, a bunch of tigers snatch the suitcases and rush away on motorcycles. Vladimir immediately grabs a jet car along with the owner and drives after the tigers. He doesn't care about the traffic or anyone coming in his way. Eventually, he crashes into a cafe and arrests the tigers. Vladimir is really proud of his performance and gets back to the office to receive his reward. His colleague Oxford advises Vladimir to be careful on his mission. He may get killed one day. Oxford even offers to make armor for him, but Vladimir refuses. He goes to meet the boss and exaggerates how hard the mission was. However, the boss is not happy at all. During his chase, Vladimir has destroyed several buildings and vehicles. He also caused injuries to 17 citizens, and a fellow agent is in hospital. The boss knows that Vladimir is a passionate worker, but he can't control himself and hurts the people around him. Therefore, the boss has decided to teach Vladimir a lesson. He is assigned to security duty on an offshore platform in the Oriental Sea. There's valuable material stored in the platform, so this task shouldn't be taken lightly. The boss has chosen Vladimir because the platform is a quiet place, so Vladimir will get a chance to think over his acts. Moreover, he will learn teamwork as there's another agent working with him. Vladimir starts to panic and protest against this decision, but it's all in vain. The next day, he joins the lonely platform that's floating in the middle of a dark sea. As soon as Vladimir enters his room, he gets disgusted with all the mess. Dirty clothes are spread around along with some leftover pizza slices. Suddenly, his roommate Hector steps out of the bathroom. From all of the animals he could be, Hector is a rat, which Vladimir hates the most. Hector tries to be polite and shows how happy he is to finally have a friend, but Vladimir makes it clear that he is only here to do his job, and he doesn't like making friends at all. Vladimir assumes that he will be called back soon, but the days keep passing, and he has to accept his new boring life. All he can do is eat frozen pizzas and wait for his luck to shine again. He wants action, and luckily he is going to have a lot soon. A submarine of intruders reach the platform and proceed to steal the valuable Radiuzite hidden in the basement. Instead of keeping an eye on the security cameras, Hector is busy watching the drama series of his favorite actor Mia. Vladimir is frustrated by the unrealistic dialogue in the drama and turns off the volume. When Hector asks for the remote, Vladimir spoils the drama's ending. Hector gets really angry and starts fighting Vladimir. Suddenly, they notice the warning light and immediately check the CCTV footage. They both rush towards the basement, but before they can reach there, the intruders send several drones to stop them. Vladimir fights them with his gun while Hector uses his technical skills to reprogram the drone. Vladimir succeeds in catching the intruders, but due to lack of teamwork, he gets hit by Hector and the intruders get a chance to escape with the Radiuzite. Vladimir and Hector keep blaming each other and regret being colleagues. They travel back to the city and report to the agency. The boss gets really angry as the agents only had one task to do, but couldn't pull it off. Luckily, Vladimir gathered some proof. The intruders drop some notes which indicate that they are operating from a hospital downtown. The boss calms down after knowing this and gives the agents another chance. They have to go to the hospital undercover and investigate this robbery. They must find the thieves and bring back the Radiuzite, otherwise they will lose their jobs. They both get fake identities of nurses and reach the hospital. Vladimir notices Mia, the actress, entering the hospital. Hector gets really excited to see her, and while he is distracted, Vladimir hits him with a tranquilizer and carries him on the stretcher. After entering the hospital, Vladimir leaves Hector in the corridor and heads to complete this mission alone. After a while, Hector gets back in senses and starts looking for Vladimir. Meanwhile, Vladimir is interviewing random people looking for clues. He also meets the maintenance guys Cap and his snake Jim, but they don't seem to know much either. Vladimir notices the breaking news on the hall TV, which immediately grabs his attention. This morning, a white rhinoceros was attacked by an unknown individual. The poor beast was frozen by an icy laser beam. He gets transported to the same hospital where Vladimir is. The nurses are struggling to drag the rhinoceros as he is way too heavy. Vladimir notices that one of the nurses is a beautiful female rabbit named Chloe, which makes him skip a heartbeat. He immediately rushes to help to impress Chloe. Vladimir grabs a fire extinguisher and uses it to shoot the strateuer right into the operation theater. The rhinoceros is turned into an ice statue and nothing can pierce through his skin. His heartbeat is continuously falling down. The doctors prepare to give him a shock, but Cap and Jim mess up the hospital wiring and cause a power breakdown. The rhinoceros also has a little daughter who is continuously crying for her dad. Vladimir takes pity on the poor child and jumps in to help. He grabs the eel from the fish tank and uses it to give a shock to the rhinoceros. Fortunately, he starts breathing again. Chloe gets really impressed and offers to show Vladimir the hospital, but they get interrupted by Jim, who has turned into a dragon after accidentally drinking coffee. Vladimir helps Chloe to control the dragon, but poor Hector gets unconscious once again, and this time he is thrown in a locked ward full of mental patients. Instead of giving up, Hector befriends the patients and succeeds in breaking out of the ward. On the other side, Vladimir is enjoying his time with Chloe. She even offers to have dinner with him, but Hector jumps in out of nowhere and ruins the whole moment. Vladimir takes him to a spare room, and they start arguing again. Suddenly, Vladimir notices that they are standing in the rhinoceros room, but he isn't there. They hear someone coming and hide under the bed. It's the doctor and Mia. She wanted to have the best room, so the doctor brought her here. After the doctor leaves, Mia starts talking on the phone, but her conversation is really suspicious. Vladimir and Hector confront her immediately, but Mia reveals that she was just rehearsing for her new role of a spy. The director has almost selected her, but he wants her to cut her antennae. She will not be able to communicate with her sisters after this surgery, but Mia really wants this role. After realizing that Vladimir and Hector are real spies, she asks them to let her join their mission so she can train for her role. Mia threatens to reveal the agent's identity if they don't accept her deal. Vladimir agrees because they have no other option, and Hector is already willing to do anything Mia says. They decide to start with investigating the disappearance of the rhinoceros. Their first suspect is the doctor. They start looking for him in the corridor and spot the two bats behaving suspiciously. As the bats get in the elevator, Vladimir waits at the door while Hector rushes to the next floor using the stairs. Surprisingly, the bats don't reach the next floor and just disappear in between. Hector comes back and checks the wiring. There's a secret floor between the marked floors. The agents get there and find an abandoned part of the hospital. They look around and find a VHS tape and the submarine uniform. Vladimir also notices the pictures of the doctor that makes him more suspicious. After walking further, they find the bats carrying away the rhinoceros. They jump out to confront them, but a cyborg attacks them out of nowhere. It's the same evil guy who used his ice gun to freeze the rhinoceros. Mia finds an abandoned agency jet, and the agents use it to follow the cyborg. Vladimir takes the lead, and he attacks the cyborg with his laser gun. But the cyborg is too strong and defeats Vladimir. He was about to freeze Vladimir, but Hector reached there in time and injured the cyborg's hand. He runs away, and the agents get back to the first floor. Vladimir thinks that the doctor is the ice demon cyborg. He had stolen the Radiuzite to power his suit. Fortunately, Vladimir has pulled some hair from the cyborg and gives it to Hector to confirm that the doctor is behind this all. Surprisingly, the DNA in the hair doesn't match any current species. It will take longer to scan for the rare species. Chloe reaches there to take Mia for her surgery. Hector advises her to think again, but Mia is determined even though she loves her antennae too. Vladimir notices the situation and decides to help whatever he can. After getting in the operation theater, he intentionally damages a machine, and the surgery is delayed. He also notices the bandage on the doctor's hand, and his suspicion increases. He gets back to Hector and grabs the VHS tape. They rent a bicycle to travel to an antique shop to buy a tape player. It consists of 20-years-old footage recorded by the doctor. He is on the Mammoth Island. The last few mammoths are found here. Due to global warming, the mammoths are dying rapidly. The doctor plans to save this species. He has created a special machine that works on Radiuzite. His goal is to create a microclimate on this island so the mammoths can survive here peacefully. Right now, the machine can only create cold weather, but soon it will be able to produce any desired weather. With this, all endangered species can be saved, and natural disasters like floods can be prevented. The doctor runs the machine, but unfortunately, it malfunctions and freezes the whole island. That's how the mammoths go extinct. Vladimir concludes that the doctor is going to do the same experiment on the rhinoceros. They must stop him. Vladimir doesn't wait for the DNA results and informs his boss, Kotor. He is really proud of his agents and gives Vladimir and Hector a promotion. Suddenly, Kotor's assistant accidentally opens a secret compartment which contains the ice demon suit and shaved mammoth hair. Kotor is the ice demon. To keep his secret safe, he throws Vladimir and Hector in the prison. They find a tiger there, and Hector helps him finish his video game. In exchange, the tiger gives them a map to escape the prison. They get back to the hospital and meet Chloe, who helped the doctor in stealing the Radiuzite. She takes them to the secret floor to help them understand the whole truth. The doctor was really ashamed of himself after he accidentally killed the mammoths. He hid himself away and continued his research on creating artificial climates. He wanted to help as many endangered species as possible, and his mission was going smoothly until the ice demon interrupted. Vladimir reveals that his boss Kotor is the ice demon, and he has already sent his team to arrest the doctor. The guards ask Vladimir to give up, but Vladimir has finally understood how important friends and teamwork is. He is ready to sacrifice everything for them. The battle starts, and Vladimir's team is leading. Hector also brings mental friends, which makes the team even stronger. They succeed against the guards, but the KOTOR reaches there himself. He confronts the doctor and reveals his side of the story. The mammoths were really excited when the doctor explained how he would save them. But KOTOR's father was a little doubtful, so he put his son in a boat to send him away. He was the only one who survived and decided to avenge his family's death. KOTOR is ready to kill the doctor and freezes anyone who gets in his way. He was about to freeze Vladimir as well, but Hector sacrifices himself to save him. Vladimir can't believe how far a good friend can go for you. KOTOR gets ready to kill the doctor, but Mia reaches there all of a sudden. She uses her antennae to call her sisters. They are not 2 or 3, but thousands in number. They surround KOTOR and Vladimir gets a chance to destroy the Radiuzite. KOTOR is still enraged, but he sees someone that changes everything. It's his childhood sweetheart. She was saved by the doctor, and she asks KOTOR to forgive everyone as it was just an accident. The doctor cures everyone who was frozen by the ice demon. The doctor has continued his mission, and he is saving a lot of endangered species. KOTOR is also going to have a child soon, and the mammoths will no longer be extinct. Mia has got her desired role, and Hector is invited as a chief guest in her celebration ceremony. Vladimir and Chloe also finally got a chance to go on their first date. In this world, we are not supposed to live alone. No matter how strong we are, we always need at least one good friend to support us.